Hello, my name is Kate. The topic our group chose was the ethical debate on vaccines. As of the pandemic, more than 13.5 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been administered around the world, making the ethical concerns of people more important to listen to. We will inform you about past cases, laws, and the varying opinions on vaccines. Over 100 different countries have mandatory vaccines. Although many people are against vaccines, the government can still enforce laws regarding vaccination because it's constitutional. Under the 10th Amendment, it states the government is responsible for the spread of deadly diseases. Today, many people neglect to receive vaccines despite the obvious toll they take on our community. 27% of people say they chose not to get vaccinated because they already have caught COVID-19 and believe they have antibodies. Others simply don't believe that vaccines work, since 19.1% of vaccinated people have caught COVID after being vaccinated. 3% of children in each U.S. state are exempt from vaccinations, and even 5% in some states. This can be due to personal or religious reasons. In 2015, California passed Senate Bill 277, which banned non-medical vaccination exemptions. When this law was passed, people protested against it because their rights were being infringed upon. This law is not in effect anymore as of 2016. Executive Order 14043 of September 9, 2021, requiring coronavirus disease 2019 vaccination for federal employees, to direct executive departments and agencies to require COVID-19 vaccination for their employees, and Executive Order 14042 of September 9, 2021, ensuring adequate COVID safety protocols for federal contractors to ensure that federal contractors and subcontractors have adequate COVID-19 safety protocols. In the court case Jacobson v. Massachusetts, the court upheld the authority of states to enforce compulsory vaccination laws. The Supreme Court recognized that states had absolute authority, granted under the 10th Amendment police power, to enforce compulsory vaccination. As of 2024, Democrats are much more likely to have gotten the vaccines, with proof shown in most statistics. Like in this recently recorded data, 66% of Democrats ages 65 and older say they have received an updated COVID-19 vaccine, compared with 24% of Republicans ages 65 and older. Despite the two contrasting opinions on vaccines during COVID-19, countries like Singapore managed to control the spread. Singapore had administered almost 15 million vaccines. They also have 5 million people with at least one COVID-19 vaccination out of their population of 5.6 million. 88% of the population is fully vaccinated. In Tanzania in 2021, the health minister announced that the country has no plans in place to accept COVID-19 vaccines. The president mentioned that they only want to adopt vaccines that have been certified by Tanzania's own experts. By April of 2020, Tanzania stopped releasing their COVID-19 statistics, with over 500 cases since March 16th. However, the party leader of the Alliance for Change and Transparency said, "I think the government was compelled to take that decision because they had already declared Tanzania a COVID-19 free country." The group FEMA funds many towns for their COVID-19 vaccinations by reimbursing eligible expenses related to the vaccine. After reaching out, advertising, and doing engagement activities, they were able to cover the expenses for others within communities to get their COVID-19 shots. ICANN is one of the largest anti-vaccination supporting groups. They believe that they provide scientifically researched information on vaccines in contrast to what they say is information manipulated by financial interests. In 2022, ICANN raised $13.4 million in support of anti-vaccination. Before Texas allowed non-medical exemptions, kindergartners would need 10 immunizations to go to school. Because of the new vaccine exemption laws, the exemption rates among kindergartners have risen from 0.3% in 2006 to 2.5% in 2018. Liberals are more inclined toward vaccination, while conservatives are more disinclined. The studies have led to a reasonable conjecture that liberals would show positive attitudes towards the government's ability to ensure vaccine safety. The introduction of a resolution of disapproval under the Congressional Review Act would halt President Biden's vaccine mandate for virtually all healthcare employees and prevent any similar rule from being proposed in the future. In 2024, there are news articles mentioning possible health issues involving the COVID-19 vaccine. These effects include heart, immune, and nervous system-related health issues. This has been rarely found in studies of 99 million people, however still present. In the future, there will be more cases of viruses in unvaccinated individuals, especially due to new exemption laws. Thank you for listening and watching to our presentation.